We're on SAT Practice Test 10, Math Section 2, Question 20. What's the level of difficulty here? It's crazy, stupid, hard. This is the craziest, stupidest, hardest problem you're going to see on SAT Practice Test 10. You've got an equation. In the given equation, k is an integer constant. If the equation has no real solution, what is the least possible value of k? So let's write down what we're looking for. Let's circle it. And then there's two other really important pieces of information. What are they? No solution, and k is an integer constant. That's vital. Start by writing the equation. Anybody can do that. And what should you do here? Just PEMDAS. Get rid of this parentheses. If you do that, you'll see you have a quadratic equation. X times kx is kx squared minus 56x. If you move negative 16 across the equal sign, it's plus 16 equals 0. What's the quadratic equation? It's ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, and you have the same form. There's a lot to be said about the quadratic equation. You don't have to know a lot about it in SAT land. But the thing you really need to know is b squared minus 4ac. You got to commit it to memory or put it in your calculator. B squared minus 4ac can have three results. It can equal 0, it can be bigger than 0, or less than 0. If b squared minus 4ac equals 0, your quadratic equation has one solution. If b squared minus 4ac is bigger than 0, your quadratic equation has two solutions. If b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, your quadratic equation has no solutions. So that's what we want. We want b squared minus 4ac to be less than 0. So b squared minus 4ac, write it down here, and then just plug and chug. It's negative 56 times negative 56. That's obviously going to be positive. You're obviously going to do it on your calculator. It's 3,136 minus 4 times a is k times c is 16. All right, here's some dirty math. I'm just going to make this equal to 0. See what happens. See what happens if I have one solution. So it's 3136 minus 64k equals 0. I'm going to move the 64k across the equal sign so it's positive. Simple algebra, 3136 equals 64k. Divide both sides by 64 on your calculator. And if you have one solution, then k is 49. But you know you don't have one solution. You have no solution. So we need to get it less than 0. The easiest way to do this is just to see what would happen if you make it less than 0. Let's make 3136 minus 64k less than 0. Don't think too hard about it. What's something that's less than 0? How about negative 2? If we do this math, I'm going to move the 64k to the right. 3136 plus 2 is 3138. I'm expecting a really nasty decimal. 3138 divided by 64, k is 49.03. All right, say that doesn't help me. Fine, make something else that's less than 0. We're running out of room here. How about 3136 minus 64k equals negative 10? If I do that, again, 64k goes over here. 3146, divide both sides by 64. I'm expecting another nasty decimal. And that's what I get. I get k is 49.15. How does this help me? It helps me because k has to be an integer constant. That is critical information. K is an integer constant. I plugged in negative 2, I got a little bit more than 49. I plugged in negative 10, I got a little bit more than a little bit more than 49. So what's the next integer constant that k can be if I have no solution? It's 50. It's just the next integer up. And that's the answer. This is a hard problem. There's no two ways about it. I do the SAT 1500 club. I don't do the 1600 club. If you get this wrong, there's no shame in that. You get a 780 math, go home happy.